This is basically just like a warning. Like, if you decide to take out your factory stereo from your Mustang, it will not work if you plug it back in. The reason I thought I'd make this video is because there's not a lot of information or a lot of documentation about it on YouTube. I tried to search for a lot of this stuff and a lot of it just seems to be not anywhere found, nor is there a resolution on the internet, on the line. But for most people who don't know, if you're watching this video, you probably already know Mustang stereo will sometimes go out of whack, and if you unplug it or if you have like a bad wiring harness or something, it'll reset the stereo to where it just defaults or says Mustang, or it'll say the temp and it'll say Mustang, but it'll be unusable. So that's what this video is about. Hello world, my name is Jay Burger, or Jay Headass, whatever you prefer. Today I thought I'd make a video about upgrading your radio or your stereo from factory. Right there you can see it, and as you can see it says Mustang. Basically, if you take out the factory stereo, you need to have it reset to be working again. It's not plug and play. It needs to be reset by a computer in the dealership, or if you got something that, like a laptop that does Bluetooth, and you have a Bluetooth adapter, OBD2 protocol, whatever the fuck the shit is. I decided to buy a Phoenix Automotive Tesla style screen from Phoenix Automotive. And I'm sorry, it's pretty cold out here, and I have no heater or AC or no stereo. Like, I mean, it works. I replaced the fuse in the diagram. I think it's like 39 or something. So like, I replaced the fuse and it doesn't work still, and the fuse wasn't blown. This is basically just like a warning. Like, if you decide to take out your factory stereo from your Mustang, it will not work if you plug it back in. I put in the Phoenix Automotive. I don't have any footage of me putting in the Phoenix Automotive. I have some pictures, matter of fact, and I'll put them up here in a second. So like, the Phoenix Automotive, it worked like a charm for less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours, and it worked fine. What I decided to do was change it, because it booted up with the S550 Mustang. I don't have an S550 Mustang, I have an S197. So what do? You go and you change the fucking boot up. You go change it to your model Mustang, because it's some weird Android operating system. So I press Mustang M, boom, it changes the boot logo to GT500 S197. That's fine with me as long as it's an S197. So I changed it to the S197. Got rid of my AC controls when I did that. So I no longer had AC controls. I'm like, okay, like, I literally just had AC controls. There's no more option for it. I'm like, okay, so what do I do now? What do I do now? Before I did all of that, I decided to customize it, you know, a little bit. Change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, adjust the time. Oh wait, you can't adjust the time because there's no central time. I'm just staring at the time, and it's like 2 hours ahead because it's in mountain time. If you're driving around all day and you're staring at the wrong time, you're gonna wanna adjust it. If you're staring at the wrong time, it's gonna annoy you. You can't fix it.
A few moments later.
I get back in the car and I notice that it says Celsius. Something degrees Celsius. I'm like,
I don't live in the fucking other half of the world.
I live in the United States of America. I want Fahrenheit because I'm a fucking idiot. It says Celsius again. Change it to Fahrenheit. Doesn't change back to Celsius. It doesn't change back to Fahrenheit. Just stays on Celsius. I'm like, really? So like, okay, that happens. That's two things. So basically, I just have like a glorified Bluetooth touchscreen that runs Android, and the only thing that works is the Bluetooth. No AC, no fucking correct time, no correct temp. Like, this is all, I mean, it probably was the correct temp, but it was in Celsius, and I don't understand Celsius at all. So I sent the screen back, got a refund, put in my factory stereo, and what do you know? The shit doesn't work because it needs to be factory reset. So of course I'm looking on the forums, looking everywhere for a quick fix, trying to figure out what I can do to get this to work without having to take it to the dealership. you know, and there's nothing I can do basically. So I'm scheduled to go to the dealership. Yeah, this is just a warning. This is just a warning for anybody who decides that it's just good to know these things.